You're listening to Bellwethers podcast with Matthews Joseph.
Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to Bellwethers podcast. This is Matthews Joseph, and today we have Sonali Bhelwa. She's a content creator from India, from Bhelwa, Rajasthan, who's actually working in Bangalore right now. So she's going to share her story about how she became a content creator, a GoPro girl from being a CSE engineer. So we're going to hear a lot about her story, a lot about her strategies, a lot about her tactics, and a lot about her content, how she creates it. So you are listening to Bellwethers podcast with Matthews Joseph and Sonali Bhelwa. Sonali Bhelwa, welcome to Bellwethers podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Matthew. It's great to be here.
Yeah, I think this is your first podcast, right? I mean, it's the first one that you're trying, right?
This is the first thing ever.
All right, yeah, I'm actually honored. That's actually a great achievement for me to have you over here. So it's actually great. It's actually nice to see you. So for those of so most of us who know, most of you guys who know us, I mean, we were batchmates. Actually, we never saw each other. Like we didn't have like we just had a high by relationship. But over the years, I mean, I when I started thinking about this podcast, I thought I saw about you, I saw about the content and some of the things that you were doing. So I thought maybe I should, feature someone like someone like you, so that you can be an inspiration to others. So we got in touch, and then and the rest is history, and we have her over here. So Sonali, so mind sharing a couple of things about you, so that just to get familiarized with the audience, to know who you are and what do you exactly do.
Sure. So my name is Sonali. I am from Bhelwa, Chhattisgarh, and I am mostly people know me as a content creator, and I have my name as Sonali Bhelwa GoPro Girl on Insta. Like mostly people know me as a creator. So, and I am doing part-time as my work as a creator, creating content and as well as I'm working in a company as a digital marketer. So this is my story, the small thing only.
Yes, that's a small thing, but we'll be hearing the long story soon. So how she actually, how she transformed, how she actually had that passion to go ahead. So Sonali, so we're gonna ask 4 questions. So 4 simple questions. You're gonna, and it's gonna be very simple. So you can share your story, and the whole point is like we want to inspire people, and that's why we started this podcast. And the whole team behind this, we are all like, we want to inspire people like you who actually gave up being a CS engineer or a programmer or a coder, and you actually want to do something different. And that's exactly the point, what we want to inspire in people, so that they can actually take up a part-time thing, and to give them the passion and the inspiration, the motivation that their lives is not just like a 9-to-5 job, but there's a lot more to that. So yes, so we're gonna go ahead with the question. So are you ready?
Sure. I'm ready.
All right, cool. So here's the first question. So I'm pretty sure that you got this a lot of times. I mean, I think everybody might have asked you this. So what made you turn from being a CSE engineer to a GoPro girl? And more exactly, how or when did you exactly discover that you had this passion to do things differently?
Okay. So I'll start from my college days actually. So during second year or third year, I was started with Instagram. Before it was a normal how people use Instagram. That's all. Then later on, I started taking parts on, like I started traveling with my friends. Then I started taking videos and photos. That's how I started. It's a normal thing how to capture memories with all my friends for me, so that I can see it later. I can memorize that, like I can memorize it. So that's how I started with my college days. Then I think from final year, people started recognizing me. So because that time I got my new camera, because during college time, what happens is I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos, lot of travel videos. Okay. So I was so much into watching simply YouTube videos. I'm not a big fan of movies. I don't want series much. I only watch YouTube videos, travel videos, and people are traveling with friends, how people turned their 9-to-5 job into a proper traveling influencer, creators like that. I was super passionate about this. Okay. So that's how I started with my phone. I started with my phone from that time. I used to take click pictures. Mostly I used to take my friends' pictures, friends' videos, because That time nobody was like, okay, fine, she's all the time taking pictures, videos like that. So I was like, I don't mind it, I just want to take pictures, because that's my thing. So from final year I started taking lots of pictures. I used to post pictures on my Instagram, I used to post videos with my normal phone. And that time I made my account public. So slowly and gradually, my college people started recognizing me. Not much people, but yeah, a few of them, they started recognizing me. Okay, fine. So you should start your own thing, Sonali. Okay. So maybe you can leave CSE engineering and you can start with this. I was literally as not sure that I'm going to do this or not. So I was like, okay, fine. So final year started, and interviews are going on, and everyone are getting placed. And that was the hard time for me, as not at all getting placed. Like for the first semester, I didn't got placed. For the second sem, like for the last sem, I was pretty scared of how to go with it. I was super scared. I was super blank how to do right now, because I am not a person who can code. I am very bad at coding. I was not having any interest on like coding thing. I figured it out in second year itself that I am not a person who can code. I don't know how I'm gonna work after I'll get a job, or I'll get a job or not. That was another question for me that time. So then I was an average student during my school. College, like from college, I got good average marks, like good marks I used to get in college times. But yeah, so that was my confidence. Okay, maybe I'll get good job. Then I'll start with how everyone are starting, how they're living their life. Then after from fourth year, I was like, okay, fine. If I'll get any opportunity in media field, in any field, I'll definitely go. I'll not wait for any other companies waiting for it. So that was the toughest part for me, because I'm a CSE engineer, and how I'll get job in media. So that was the tough part for me. I tried connecting with few people, so that maybe media people, any of the batchmates of my friends, maybe they can help me out. But I don't know if it will work or not, because as the person, I'm a very shy and awkward person in front of people. I cannot talk. I knew only my friends. I used to go to my college with my friends. I used to come back to my hostel with my friends. I'm not hanging out with any new friends. I was super conservative person that time during college. So during Feb 2019, I guess. Yes. So Feb 2019, I got my new GoPro camera, and my family gifted me during my birthday. And I was super happy, because I used to watch a lot of videos only of that camera. So that was another thing for me. So I was super happy that time. Then I decided from now onwards, I'll start making videos. I'll focus on this. But also, yeah, I was also focusing on my studies as well, because that time we are having all the interviews part. Then after I traveled with my friends, I made some videos, I posted on YouTube, and it was going good. After that, the whole thing started changing. So I got one job. Campus selection was there. So I got one job in Chennai. Then we all came back to our home, and that time I was waiting for my offer letter, and I got my offer letter around June, July, I guess. Not like in May. During May, I got my offer letter. They called me to Chennai. I went there. We gave another interview. So they were just separating people who are good in which field, so they can make a project team there, and we can start working like that. So this whole training process was taking so long. But and also I was not at all happy with that job. I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know how I'm going forward with this, but I'm really not interested in this part. This whole field, I'm not at all interested. I told my parents also that I wanted to do this, dad, I wanted to do this. So this is digital marketing thing. And during that time, what is the problem is some of the people I talked to through my Insta account. So what they were telling is it's very easier for the people who are living in metro city. They can easily get a good exposure as followers, as becoming influencers, becoming creators, because in that metro city there are a lot of people who has chose different paths. Most of the people will be photographers, most of the people will be creators, they will be doing different things. But in small town there is still the same. People will be like, okay, doctor, engineer, that's all. Okay, so my parents were super scared when I told that I want to do this. That social media is a big thing, and I really wanted to do this. They were like, okay, fine. They were like, okay, fine. Let's do this. If you want to do it, no problem. So suddenly, what happened one day? Through one of my senior, they referred me to one of the company who are looking for a social media people. So I got in touch with them and they took my interview. I had very bad experience of interviews during my college because I don't know anything. I don't know how to speak, like, because I don't know any technical questions. I don't know any answers, nothing I know. So I was super scared. I was super scared with interviews. So I gave a lot of interviews. I just didn't got selected in any of the companies. So I was super scared with this part. But I was pretty sure that social media thing, if they'll ask something also, I think I'll able to answer, because that is the thing which I know more than engineering or more than coding and stuff. So I got on a call. I did my interview. They called me on Bangalore. I was like, okay, fine. So I went there. I was still not sure that I got the job. I went there for the first day, and I thought this is also the second interview. They will tell, okay, bye, Sonali. Okay, this is the journey for you. On interview, it got cancelled. So I went there, and they were like, okay, welcome. So from now you can start working. I was like, what is that really? I was really not able to believe that, okay, this happened. Oh my God, this is like something big thing. So from there, I started working as a social media marketer. So I was not handling much thing in that startup, but slowly I shifted to a new, different company. So from there, I started picking up lots of things, because I'm coming from a computer science background, and then I need to start from the basic, everything, like how to work in the social media, how all the things works in the backend. No one knows how backend works. So only the brands who are working with influencers, or all the people who are working as a marketing team behind in-house marketing team, they only know how it works. So that was super exciting for me. So I got to learn a lot of things. From there, when I shifted to Bangalore, I was like super excited. Now I am in a city where now I have a job. Now I'll get money. Now I can travel. Now I can like explore Bangalore. So from there, I started exploring Bangalore. As I told you, I was a pretty shy girl. So that time, I was still feeling very scared of asking my friends to take my picture. So I'm a person who is super shy. If you can see my Instagram profile, it looks like, okay, this girl is like super model or something. She used to click so many pictures, but I I used to click by myself. So that is the thing. I'm super confident in the pictures. If anyone else will tell me, no, okay, let's take a picture of you, I'm like super scared. So that is the thing. So that's why I never asked my friend to take my pictures. So I have went to a lot of good places in Bangalore, and there that was my thing. I wanted to capture my picture with that area, that structure, that view, but I am not able to ask my friends to take my picture because I'm super shy person, super awkward. So I used to take only the view pictures. Okay, so suppose some palace is there, something I'm going for, some places where the view is super nice, sunset, anything. If I love the view, I'll click pictures, and I'll keep as a pattern on my feed and start posting one by one. So that's how I started when I came to Bangalore. So this is a journey when I made my Instagram public during college, and for 1 year I'm able to gain 1K followers. So like that it started. Okay, so 1 year 1K followers, second year 2K followers, till 2K. This was the process.
Trent.
Yes. So after this lockdown happened, I came back to my hometown, and I had my GoPro, I had my phone. I used to take self portrait pictures with my phone alone. And I used to capture sky pictures, sunset views, or structure buildings pictures with GoPro whenever I go out somewhere. That's how I started. So when I came back here, I was like super happy because okay, now I am at my home, best summer days. Now sun will be super sunny, like day will be super sunny, so I can click more pictures on natural light with the natural light. Because during when I was in Bangalore back then, that time the terrace was super nice, Matthews. The terrace was super nice. Sunset view is on point, but I was super scared because there were lots of people living in my PG and they'll be also coming to watch the sunset, and super awkward girl who cannot take pictures there as well. So that was the problem with me. So then I came back to my hometown. I started clicking pictures here. So what I noticed is all most of the people are taking pictures with their phone, self-portrait pictures. I thought I have GoPro camera. Anyways, we are not gonna travel for this whole year, so let's start taking pictures with that camera. So I started taking picture with that camera. I take a lot of inspiration from Instagram, from many good creators whom I follow, and then from Pinterest also. Pinterest is also a platform where I get a lot of inspiration from. Then through that process, I started taking some inspiration. It's not like I'm taking inspiration from one person. I'm taking inspiration from five different things and I'm merging it and I'm doing something with my own content. So that's how I started. And then slowly I also that is the point when I made my name as a GoPro girl. So I was like, okay, fine, I'm taking all my pictures with GoPro from now
No,
onwards,
I guess
from March.
that's actually a trendy name, and that was actually kind
Yes.
of different. So GoPro girl, I was like, the first time I saw your profile, I was like, okay, GoPro. I mean, that's something like you don't see every day. I mean, that is eye catching. So people are actually,
Exactly.
when they see that part, they're actually looking to the profile and they'll scroll down. So it's actually kind of like
Yeah.
a psychological move, I would say. So putting that up
Uh,
there would actually make people. It's like eye catchy as well. So
yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, I guess that's why. I mean, that's one of the tricks that you actually got 12K followers.
Exactly. So yes. So that's how I started. So before I already searched if anyone is having that name GoPro girl, but no one is having. People were having GoPro boy or something like GoPro with the male version. They are having name, but no one is having name like a GoPro girl, I guess. So I made it my name as a GoPro girl. Then I started clicking pictures with GoPro. Then slowly and steadily I started getting recognized by the people, and one or the two pictures will be getting as getting good likes in the pictures, and slowly actually this was the trend where most of the people were at their home, they were not doing much, so most of the people are like, okay, let's do a home photo shoot at your home, like that kind of stuff was like picking up in a lot of the places. So I was seeing a lot of in the place on Instagram. I seen a lot of people who are doing shoots in their home. So I was like, I was doing the same thing back then. So I was like, okay, why not? I'll also do it. So I started like that. Slowly, I got in 2-3 pictures. I got awesome response. I also shared lots of pictures with GoPro. With the GoPro platform, and they also liked the picture. I was like super happy. So from March, I started picking up my followers. So my followers got increased from March. So from March till August, yeah, August, I guess, I made it to 2K from 2K to 12K. So that's how it started.
Wow, that's actually
Yeah.
pretty cool. I mean, when I'm actually reminded by what our first session Bonnie Andrews actually told us. He told us one thing: just because there's a competition doesn't mean that you cannot start. And
True.
you are actually looking into YouTube videos and content creators, and you were looking how they used to do things, and used to follow them all on Instagram. And there might be at a point that maybe you could have thought like, there's already so much of people in this world, and why should
Yeah.
exactly be there a part of me? And that's exactly the
Mhm.
reason why you should actually be there up and as a part of the world. And I think, and one other thing that I actually understood from your story is like consistency compounds. the consistently you actually upload your photos, the more consistent
Yeah.
you are actually in putting up or having an engagement is actually one way actually you can actually interact with people. And that consistency is actually one of the main reasons why people want to
True.
follow you, rather than nobody wants to follow someone who actually puts up something twice in a year. I mean, people would be
Yeah.
like, what's the point? I mean, you need more engaging posts. You need to think differently to act differently, and I guess that's what is actually needed in a time frame like
Yes.
this. And being an engineer,
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, engineers are like, we are everywhere. I mean, me personally,
True.
you are an engineer. You actually became a content creator. As an engineer, I started becoming a podcast host. And engineers are like, there are a lot of them. There's this guy, Rowan Atkinson, who plays Mr. Bean, and John English. He was
Yeah.
actually an electrical engineer. I was like, wow. I
Wow.
mean, that is how much an engineering has become it's not more like a everybody who has actually pretty famous, or everybody in every profession who has made name, is supposed to be an engineer. Most of them would be, I would say at least
Yes.
70% of them
Yes.
are engineers, because
Engineer.
engineers
True.
think differently, do act differently. And the other day was like when September 15th was when we actually released our first episode, and most people ask me, why exactly did you take September 15th? And it's actually engineers day. It's like the engineers day, because since being an engineer, I mean, I wanted
Yes.
to honor my field, because I'm not doing anything related to engineering right now, but still I want to be I still want to honor that day, because being an engineer is
Makes
where
sense.
everything started. I mean, the ideas get evolved, and
Yes.
and the same reason why you are here as well. I mean, because you
Yes.
actually had the idea to start off, and watching videos, and that the discovery. I mean, I'm actually so much happy. I'm actually inspired by what you just said, because you had a lot of times where you could actually quit, but you actually kept on being consistent. I mean, even taking photos when going on trips or
Mm.
tours around India, small places, palaces, or towers, but still you saw
Yeah.
that there's a possibility over there, and then you actually started taking pictures and uploading them. That's actually what was inspiring, and making
True.
and the blueprint, and how actually she actually came from 2K to 12K. And most people are actually, when people see someone, they actually want to know, okay, how 12K, how 12K. And I guess the reason she just told you is be consistent, and then just upload good stuff, because I think quality is
Yes.
actually one of the main reasons, right?
Yes. Yes. So I'll tell you, quality is a one thing, quantity is a one thing. For me, I prefer quality more than quantity, because consistency is a thing, Matthew. Like, consistency is like, that's what, from March till August, I was uploading non-stop. I was super energetic girl. I was like, every evening I used to like, okay, let's shoot what I can do different today, what I can do different tomorrow. So that's how I started. Consistency means I made a commitment to myself that I'll upload one picture every day, one picture every day in the evening. So that's how I scheduled my time also, so that whoever are following me, they know which time I'm gonna upload it. So they will be waiting for my pictures. So that's how I made a perfect timing or scheduled that. Okay, fine. Today I'm gonna post something like that. But sometimes what happens is, I plan for shoot, and that will not turn up so good, and I was like super pissed on that. Okay, fine, now what to do? But for me, it's like I cannot post anything on Insta, because it's not like, okay, fine, I've gave some commitment, but it should be on quality. I cannot post anything there, because see, if I love that picture, then only I'll post, or else I'll not post. But yeah, I'll make sure that at least I'll do some hard work. I'll go, I'll shoot some or the other things, some of the different thing, or else if I'll not upload anything that day, I'll definitely make sure that I'll engage with my audience. I'll check with some good creators. I can talk with them. I can share some of my pictures. So that's how I'll make the audience engaged. That's how it worked. That is the reason how it worked with full of the consistency which you are talking about. Exactly.
I mean, that's actually true. I mean, because I think most people in right now social media. I read
Mm-hmm.
recently in an article that almost 3.5 billion people use social media every day, and that's not just
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. There's like WhatsApp. There is Facebook. There's Twitter. There's Pinterest, and there's a
Everything.
there's a lot of platforms, and almost
Yes.
3.5 billion people use it, and that's amazing, because there is actually, that's almost like half the population of the world, and you have a chance, you have, and with what you have, you can actually influence them, or you can actually share your content with them, and that is actually something which is very huge. And you might not get 3.5 billion exactly, but you can still get a lot of people to engage in it and to see what you're doing, to see your content. And that's exactly how consistency and quality actually matters in this, because these two are actually, I mean, from what I've seen in your story, the consistency and quality is actually very, very, very important, rather than some random pics. And I think also you actually kept a pattern, a color pattern as well, right? Which actually enables people. So there's like a different look when you see some profiles. I mean, if you see my profile, it's like, I mean, it sucks, to be honest, because I don't post every day. I mean, I put a lot of stories, but I don't like do post every day. I think the last
But
one was like
Matthew, what happened is before it was a trend. Some of the people are still working with that strategy, but I used to work with that strategy before 6 months. When I came here, I was like, so I don't want to work with that team because it will take a lot of time for me to arrange that team, to shoot early, and then I have to wait to post. I because from coming when I started like shooting here, I was super excited with the picture how it came out. So I was like, now today I need to post it because I'm super excited. I can't wait till the next week. So that's how my feed is also. There is no color combination right now. It's going, but I make sure that I'm giving good content to them so that that's all I'm doing right now. There is no theme because some people are managing with their theme and their content is super nice. But right now I have changed a little bit of my strategy so that, okay, let's do this. Let's just post it. Whatever I'm clicking, whatever I'm enjoying that process. Today's the day I enjoyed posting that picture. So that's how it went right now.
wow, that's nice. I mean, you're doing things differently. I mean, that's actually something different. That's cool. So I want to ask you this question: how much time do you spend on content? So let's say a story or a reel or a post. So how much time is like how many hours do you actually, or is it like minutes or hours? How much time does it actually take to create a post, a story, or a reel?
Okay. So let's talk about post first. Sometimes it's like it'll come in my head suddenly. From nowhere it'll come. I'm working around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the evening. Let's do this. I'm getting some color pattern in my head. I'm like, okay, I have this outfit, and I'll continuously see I go outside my house. I'll see how's the sun, how's the sky, if cloud is there or not. If I have a good cloud combination in the sky, is like, let's do that combination. I have some good combination, so it works with some color coordination is there. So I used to work, okay, if sunny day is there, I can shoot with any kind of color, like any kind of color will pop like anything. So that will make that will go like pop up the quality as well. So that's how it went. Sometimes what happens is I most of the time I'll be using Pinterest. So daily I used to watch Pinterest, like simply checking out some portraits, checking out some pictures with sky because I love taking pictures with sky. So I used to see a lot of pictures and I can get ideas from anywhere, Matthews. It's like if you are interested, if you are passionate with some of the thing, you will definitely see connection with any of the thing. If you are drinking, if you are eating, if you are enjoying any movie, if you are watching a music video, you can see the color combination. Wow, this actually, I have this outfit, I have this color combination of outfit. How come I'll let's make this series of posts. Let's combine it with any of the props which I have right now with me. So that's how it works. There is sometimes it is like I need to work hard to get some ideas, some creative ideas to take some pictures. Sometimes it just come like this way. It's so simple. Sometimes it's very simple. Sometimes it's too hard for me to figure it out. Okay, what to do? I don't have anything right now. What to do? So I simply go up. I'll wear some nice outfit and I'll just shoot. Then I'll see. Okay, fine. And sometimes what happens is sometimes some of the pictures which I like, it's which will be like normal picture for me. If I'll see in that way, it'll be a very normal picture for me. But when I post it, people will be like crazy with that picture. It's like, how do you get this shot? Can you get a BTS for me? So this is the post process. For posting, this is the process. Like maybe I'll search on Pinterest, maybe I'll search on Insta, I'll save it. Later I'll just go through it, or okay, let's do this shoot today. So I'll merge 3, 4 different types of content if I'll be seeing it, and I'll do my post like that. Maybe outfit matching, maybe anything color combination wise, and contrast color mostly I'll go for. And that's how it works for post. For reels, I'll tell you. So mainly some of the people got good number of followers and good number of reach because of the reels. So there is one strategy here which I think most of people can also use it right now. Reels is the new feature which Instagram launched it recently. Okay, and anything Instagram launches recent, anything if Instagram is launching, so they'll definitely make sure they'll show more. They'll push that feature a lot so that people can use it
like
more.
it's like a they do
Exactly.
some publicity.
Yes, yes, yes. So before it was a TikTok, and I used TikTok very late. I started using TikTok very late, so I was not getting that much reach there on TikTok. So most of the people have also that strategy where they start making videos on TikTok so that they can get followers on Insta. Some people like, okay, fine, they are making so much of TikTok, they're posting on Insta, and they'll be getting lots of followers on TikTok. So that's how the strategy works for some of the people. So I started with TikTok videos with most of the travel slow motion videos which I used to make. But then TikTok got banned. Then Reels came, and it launched first on India. So I was like super nice. So I can start with Reels. So whatever picture I used to post on my stories from slow motion, which I've saved it long back, I started posting that on Reels. And slowly and gradually I got lots and lots of reach through Reels. So I have some of the videos is having 100K views on Reels. I was like, oh my god, this is like big achievement for me. So this is the one thing which I can share it, that strategy wise I use Reels. So for me, some of the videos are my favorite, so I posted it. Some of the pictures which were having very good likes, which were having very good views and comments on my feed. So I posted on Reels, and from there it took a very like lots of views from that video, and I was like shook. I was like shocked. What is happening here? Like, oh my god, this Reels is really my best friend now. So then I started slowly with Reels, slow motion videos, my pictures, how I take my pictures, some BTS shoot. I merged a lot of different things and I post on Reels, and from there, actually, I got a lot of videos. So one side I'll be posting, I'll be shooting, another side, maybe my parents or someone's phone will be there shooting my BTS. Then I'll post it on Reels. Then I'll post normal pictures on my Instagram feed. That's how. That's all what I'm doing right now. Nothing else.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
yeah. I mean that's pretty
Yeah.
nice. I mean, how actually Reels actually has become a trend right now. I mean, you see, I see almost everybody, all the content creators that I follow, everybody's putting up on Reels, and I still haven't made up my first Reel video yet because I'm lazy to do that. So,
You should start.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm planning to because I'm planning to do something with from the podcast. So I like take snippets of
Awesome.
like I think it's like 30 seconds, right? That's the time limit for Reels, or is it 15?
15 seconds.
Yeah, right. So we
15.
are like
Yeah.
planning to do like the 15-second parts where people share like the major part, and we're gonna planning and putting it on Reels. So I mean, that's like in the long run. So we have a lot of stuff planned out with the podcast and with the guests and all. So it's something like
Sure.
it's something huge that we've been working on. So I mean, like it took me almost like 6 months. So I sometimes I believe like like you said, there is this time when you actually thought that you should have been on TikTok earlier than and you were late. And I feel the same. I mean, because I feel like I fell apart. I should have started podcasting long back. I should have started thinking of this long back. But then I'm reminded by this one quote. It says, never late, better late than never. So it is like, it is better that you do it right. You're doing it rather than never doing it. And, and I think it's like, the same thing. And I think, I think you can tell everybody is like, even if you're late, you can still try it, because there is a lot of people. Doesn't mean that you cannot do it. It's like, it still has a possibility that you can get out. And an imperfect plan executed now is better than a perfect plan executed never. And that's like one of my
Never.
favorite quotes ever. So I mean, that's what inspires me too. So moving on. So we have this last question. So so this is like, do you believe that your artwork will influence society?
Okay, so actually, I don't like word influence. I may use inspire. So
Okay.
this is how it works. So I liked doing something. I love doing something. I'm posting to my platform so that maybe some people will be liking it. So that's how I started with my profile. So whatever I like, I just post it. So slowly people started liking my work, and slowly and gradually people also started recreating my work. So that is the first time I saw as like, okay, I'm doing something good, I think. So that's why people are recognizing me as Sonali Bhelwa, GoPro girl. Or they also started recreating, they started appreciating me. I saw a lot of people who started taking self portrait, who used to ask me how you take this picture. So I used to explain them on chat, okay, you can do this, you can do that. If you have normal phone also, which is like maybe on Android, and you have very not that much great camera quality, but just start it. So it's not like, I have also started with my normal phone. Then i then i started gradually with camera. Maybe I'll buy in future, maybe I'll buy a new camera, I'll start doing that. But I am a person who love taking pictures, but I'm still not sure if I'll buy a DSLR camera and take pictures, because I don't know, I feel like there is a lot of functions there, a lot of buttons or something. I'm not able to use it, I'm not able to handle it. So I have my small Choto GoPro and I have my phone, that's all. And I'm set for my goal. So that's how it works. So influence, I don't prefer this word. I'll prefer inspire. I am a content creator, I'll be a content creator, and for me, it'll be very great if I'll inspire people to do something. That's my goal, that's all.
Wow, that's actually
Yeah.
huge. I mean, what you just said. I mean, how much your artwork, when people started reposting your artwork, I mean, the inspired.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess that's the point in everything that we do. I mean, if your actions inspire others to do more, then you are a leader. That's what John Quincy Adams, the fourth US president, told. So the
Mm-hmm.
actions that you do, whatever you do, is actually inspiring others. I mean, even the artworks,
Yes.
even the reels are asking. I mean, when you actually got 100K views, I mean, I'm pretty sure you got a lot of reposts for that one, especially. And people would have
Yes.
been actually recognizing that you have this talent and you have something extra in you that you're actually willing to pursue. And I think that's what most people actually lack. And most people, we
Yeah.
are actually stuck to a 9 to 5 jobs, and we don't want to do
Mhm.
anything more than that. And I think like
Yeah.
people like you, I mean, you should when you tell your stories and how you actually
Mhm.
created all these, I believe that inspires people. And actually that's the reason why I have this podcast going on, because I believe this is going to inspire people to follow their passion. And
Yes.
ever since our first episode release, and a lot of people have come back to me and saying like, no, this was inspiring and this actually is making a difference. And I was actually happy, because even though I might not get like 100K, I mean a million views at the first time or a million plays, but that is
Yeah.
what I have
True.
right now is actually the start. And that is actually huge for me and for my
Yes.
team. We're looking forward to this, and this is actually huge. But what Sonali Bhelwa just said, about consistency compounds and how quality actually affects your work, that was huge. So to all the content creators out there who are still thinking whether to go on Insta and start content or not, or the existing
Yeah.
ones whom you might be ready to quit, saying I'm not getting views. It is not just about that. It is about
Mhm.
consistency and quality. Consistency
Yeah.
compounds. I
Hmm.
mean, let that sink in deep inside, because I guess you guys need to hear that.
True.
And so that was Sonali Belba, a CSE
Absolutely.
engineer turned GoPro girl, who actually shared her story on how passion actually got her to from 2K followers to 12K, on how a GoPro that she got as a gift, she
Yes.
thought, no, I should use this and take photos. And when everything, I mean, when TikTok, I mean, when TikTok was banned, she did not stop. She, okay, we have reels. She saw the opportunity and started improvising over there.
God bless.
And
Bye-bye.
I guess that's what we all need to do, because when something gets banned or when something gets out of the bounds, we tend
Hmm.
to quit. And I think that but that is not the way we should do. We should do it the other way, and we should look for opportunities, because when one door closes, there's going to be another door that opens, and you had to believe it and you had to work for it. So thank you so much, Sonali, Bhelwa, and your story about your passion, everything. I believe that this inspires people. And so, is there anything finally that you would want to tell someone who's actually, to the content creators out there who are actually aspiring to become different?
Yeah, sure. So I just wanted to tell everyone that whatever you love doing, just start it. So I am also working as a 9 to 5 job right now. I'm also working side by side my own thing. So maybe later I'll make my own, what I love, I'll make it like my main source of income. That's my goal. So that's why I want to inspire everyone, just do what you love, and that will make you happy every day, I guess. So this is how from start, from the beginning, it'll be definitely a lot of down thing will be happening. It'll take a lot of time. For some people it'll be a very easy path, for some people it'll be very tough path. But from my side, how it started, for 1 year straight, it was a very tough journey for me. Then now, when I was confident about what I want to do it, I convinced my parents. They also believed me, and I was having super faith with with God. So it'll be like, okay, fine. If I really want to do it, God will definitely make a way. And this is where I am right now. I am achieving my goals, and I have more big dreams to pursue in the near future. And I'm hoping that everyone will be having some small or big dreams in their life, so that it's just about to make yourself and your surrounding happy. And if you do what you love, that will definitely make you happy every day. So that is what it is.
That's awesome. So that was Sonali, Bhelwa, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right. You just got to do what you love, and you just got to follow your passion, create a plan, and just go ahead. And that's how it all works. So thank you so much once again, Sonali, for actually being on this podcast, and you're telling your story. And we'll be putting up the links to Sonali's personal profiles and the websites in the episode description. So go ahead and check out. And if you guys love her, just follow her. And I trust me, guys, it's a lot of good content. I mean, it's better than mine. So anyways, I would say it is way better than mine. So it is actually great content. So go ahead and follow her, and show some love to how she's doing stuff, to see her reels and her IGTVs and her posts. So it's actually pretty cool. So thank you once again, Sonali, for being on this episode, and I hope that this is actually going to inspire a lot of people in our generation. And once again, thank you so much. And guys, thank you so much for listening, and make sure you subscribe to this podcast or follow. And we are going to have some more episodes coming, more people coming. So stay tuned and, wait for it. Thank you.